I know that the audience loves to hear the noise of jump planes and all that, so we're gonna put this on the video for a little bit at least. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm welcoming everybody to a new NSL live talk session, and it's a very special occasion here today. It's not like, you know, the world champions and the coaches and all those guys. No, it's the Ibens family. Another family project. Yeah, not really a team project, but a family. Thank you so much for taking a little bit time here for chatting away with the NSL news.
Our pleasure, Kurt. And very nice to meet you again, as always.
Always.
Very nice to meet you for the first time.
It's not your first time that you met him, but
I can't remember the first time.
Yeah.
And the Ibens family is Sven, we know him. He's the visual CEO now, right? For whatever you are called, like a big guy in the
whatever
industry.
nasty word is used.
He's a former ISR Fireflash member. And I don't know what else I forget. Then we have Seam Ibens. We're going to talk about him a lot, and we're going to let him talk. And there's Annelies. We know her too as a competitor from a while ago, but you're still active. I don't know where to start. So, Sven, we've talked about you already before, retired now, but not really, because there is some family team 8-way project. Can you bring? Oh, let's Annelies. Yeah. Let's have Annelies today.
Yeah, that's just a fun project. So Siem was supposed to be in a team this year, but there were some troubles with the team, and then he kind of fall in a little gap. And Sven had a plan B, and that was an 8-way project. So we're just jumping with 8 9 actually, with our cameraman as well, but it's just a team out of friends, and we're very enjoying it, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, for me it was a while. I still love 8-way, and I'm enjoying it very much, and it's always nice to be with Sven, but also with the team now.
Of course, yeah.
Together in one team is very special for me as a mother.
And you have a history. The history was Matrix, right?
Yes, that was the history.
So we've seen quite a few members of the old lineup here already.
Yeah.
They're all still helping and assisting and out here and looking and all that.
And still in teams as well. Yeah. Dutch 4-way has 2 old 8-way members. And there's the Dutch girls. One of them was also in my team.
The Funky Falcon. Yeah. I think I covered this in the previews. The Dutch-Belgian specialties there.
Yeah.
Well, then Ibens here is Sven Ibens, the godfather of the Belgian formation skydiving competition. So you're probably here now looking at the scores first of all. What do you think about Hayabusa? Doing well so far?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. At least I like what I see from Hayabusa, especially the phase that they're in with the team at this moment. With Ray as an upcoming talent, you had to bring him up at an incredible fast pace, very very quickly. And I believe the guys are doing well. I was super stoked to see the round of yesterday, where they hijacked the high score of that round.
France had a good round.
And France had a good round. I don't think France had left too many points on the table somewhere. So it was nice to see that Hayabusa could beat the rest of the field in one round at least. I know from the beginning of the competition when talking to the guys that they wanted, or they hoped that they could steal a round here and there from the rest of the competitors, and it's happened in round 5. Hopefully they can repeat it a couple of more times this competition, but I think it looks very promising for them. And we know that they're in a building phase, so I mean nobody in Belgium, nobody in the world was expecting them to come or to walk away with first place here, I think, but I think it's better than expected already.
Well, a few more times what they just did in round 5 would be incredible. I'm already impressed with one time, you know, doing it. But
Agreed.
A few more would be sensational. Well, and then there is Seam.
Yes.
And you are actually, of course, the youngest one, your son. And you are 18, right?
18 right now, yes.
Yeah. And you have quite a skydiving history behind you already. Explain it quickly to us in a nutshell, you know, how you can do it.
Well, I've always been on a drop zone, of course, because both my parents jump.
Since what age? Since like...
Since
Baby.
when I
Baby.
just came out of the belly. So, and I started indoor skydiving also at a very young age, not at a good... I was not good back then, but...
Nobody is good when he starts.
No, that's true.
Yeah, especially babies are not flying so well. Yeah.
It was not. You were.
I was 2 years old, 2 years and 8
2
months,
yeah.
and then I
In the
jumped
tunnel.
into the tunnel. And then at my 15, when I was 15, I started skydiving.
15.
Yes, and then
So
we
that's
also
3
did.
years ago, basically.
Yes, yeah, 3 years ago, and then we also did the first nationals with my parents and with Lena from.
I remember the team
Fire
name.
Flash?
It was
Family
Family
Flash.
Flash.
Family
Yes.
Flash.
So that was
Family Flash.
my first nationals, and then a year later, a year later, I was in Falco. So we did the nationals with Falco, and now I'm not in the team because Falco stopped, but I will join out of the blue in the next nationals. So
The next national meets like in 2 weeks.
Yes.
yes, in 2 weeks
This
exactly.
young man will fly with out of the blue the Dutch national team in 2 weeks at the nationals.
Yes, I
And,
will.
so that's quite impressive, Seam. I'm very happy to welcome you to the.
Thank you.
You were welcomed much earlier. So if you look at Hayabusa and Ray, you know, Sven gave us a little bit feedback already on Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you kind of see as your?
Well,
What do you think?
Ray was 19 when he joined Hayabusa. I don't think that will happen when I'm 19, but my ambitions are for sure with Hayabusa right now.
Aha!
Of course,
Aha! Did you hear that?
That's a
I
dream,
heard
huh?
it.
That's a dream.
that's a dream.
That's the dream.
And I like to dream big.
But out of the blue is the Dutch national team.
They are, but I have 2 nationalities, so I'm half Dutch, half Belgian.
He's got 2 passports.
I've got 2 passports, so I can switch nationalities.
Well, you gotta be careful. There's that World Championship
Yes.
rule. So not, you know, it's not only whether you have 2 passports, but you have to
I
sit
know.
out, right?
And that has been discussed also with Out of the Blue. And I mean, we're speaking ahead of time, obviously,
of
now,
course.
because there's still a lot of things that can happen, and nothing is guaranteed, especially with Hayabusa. And Seam has the goal of becoming a Hayabusa member,
And we
but that doesn't.
we improve him
We encourage that.
to dream big as well. Yeah.
But it's,
Yeah,
I mean, there's no
correct, yeah.
guarantees that he will ever
course not.
join Hayabusa. But it has been discussed with Out of the Blue, and they agreed that whenever Seam might be called for Hayabusa, they will
Step aside.
they will not
Interfere.
force him. They
No.
will not interfere. They will not force him to join them at a World Championship or the prior World Championship. So
Well, let's see. Who is the next one to retire from Hayabusa?
That's the secret. Yeah,
you would
we don't know.
You would have to join the Belgian military.
I would have to join the Belgian military.
Are you planning to do that anyway, or is it
No,
depending on?
no, I will not join the Belgian military if I'm not in Hayabusa. So I will only do that if I'm in Hayabusa.
Well, it has happened before. We know that.
It has.
You know, the whole Hayabusa World Champion team became World Champions after they threw away the civilian guy.
yeah,
This one.
that was the best
yeah.
move of their life, getting rid of me. And after that, they went all uphill. You saw it.
Well, that's the story, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they had decided they want to be world champions. You had guided them to a place where they're so eager that they wanted to more. They wanted world champion, and you couldn't do it, right?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
couldn't join the military.
Yeah, I could at that time. I still could, but I didn't want to do it. But actually, the decision for me to quit Hayabusa was already made before they made the decision to go to the military. because at that time they were investigating what to do and how to become professional or semi-professional, and then the Belgian military, they knocked on their door and said, hey, we'd be happy to have you.
Oh, great. So they knocked the door, the military.
Yeah.
Nice. But it took a little while until they eventually ended up with the world champion lineup. You know, they've tested different team members, and they were, you know, they got better and better as a team. But then the breakthrough came when they got Dennis into the lineup. Right? I mean, first Bob, you know, Bob.
No, first Dennis.
Nobody
First
knew.
Dennis.
First Dennis.
Oh yeah,
Dennis
right.
was there first, and then Bob came.
And then the more challenging situation was probably when they had to replace Roy after, and then came Bob, and he did it
Immediately
just
was
like
up to
that.
speed. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So that's what we're going to see with Seam, you know. Bang, he
You never
will be
know.
If I'm ever gonna be in Hayabusa,
Don't
hopefully.
put the pressure on him now.
Hey, you
Kurt.
better get used to pressure, right?
That's true.
Sven, you know, you cannot train pressure early enough.
That's true.
It'll come to you no matter what. Let's talk
right.
about round one, right?
Yes.
Uh,
You will feel it in 2
Best,
weeks.
the best feeling and the worst feeling at the same time. Round one.
Yep. We've talked about this mildly enough, so we're not going to do that. So when the future is clear. Hayabusa will pay you money and beg you to come into it.
The future is not clear at all.
Then you will join the military and, you know, become a world champion. What are you doing until then? So we have Out of the Blue, they're on standby now for when time comes. But you are going to school or university? Or
Yes, I am going to school. I just finished my, how do you say it, education?
Yeah, it's-
Sports education.
Sports education. So and I will do another
level.
another level. It's a little bit different in the Netherlands than in every other country. So I will do another study in sports with just sports and how to make money from sports.
How to
and-
make money?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sports,
combining
yeah.
sports.
So not
and-
professional sports, but indeed combining sports and trying to get people to sport more. And
How would you call that in university language? It's not mathematics, it's not psychology or
it's a sort of sports science.
economy or sports
Sport
science?
a little
Sports
bit of
science.
sports science.
Yeah,
Indeed, yes.
and it's if you compare it with university, college, it would be like a college degree. It would be like I mean, we call it and probably in the US as well, we call it a bachelor's degree.
Physiology or something like that. Somebody told
Sports
me.
psychology. We
Yeah.
have
Not psychology,
there are
but
sports schools in Germany. I remember that
Yeah.
Sporthochschule.
Yeah,
they
that's
call
what it
that.
is. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You know, that's a fun area. If
Yes.
you're interested in sports anyway. What else have you?
I
Ray was a jiu-jitsu world champion or something like this.
Yes. Now I'm not. I did do some sports. Right now the only real sport I'm doing is skydiving. But I did do a lot of sports on my last school, so I've always been a sportive person. But
Fußball, of course, right?
sorry.
Football, of course.
Not that
No,
much.
not
Gymnastics.
not,
In the
football.
Netherlands, and not football.
No.
No, actually not. I've done gymnastics and I've done a lot of dancing, breakdancing.
Oh,
so,
well, both of it is perfect for skydiving.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot be better prepared than that with a. No,
yeah, well, I hope so.
no. I mean that fits perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Gymnastics. We have always looked.
Dennis
for-
is also a gymnastic, huh? Dennis from Hayabusa.
Yeah, and Armand of the Agera, the Norwegian team. You know,
Yeah.
when we were in Slovakia for the Indo, they were there, and we had an NSL live talk with Agera, and I knew that he was a gymnast. They've taught me before, and I said, "Yeah, show us, do a backflip."
Ah, yeah.
He got up and did a backflip right in front of our eyes. You know, that was really cool.
I was not a gymnastic at a high level. I was just a gymnastic for fun and
Yeah.
doing it once a week or twice
But
a
that's
week.
good anyway. You know, all kind of athletic activities anyway. And then if they fit to other sports that you do, and then there's nothing better than coordination training for skydiving. You know.
That's true.
Dennis is,
That's true.
I mean, Dennis is probably the best flyer ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know anybody who flies on that
Maybe
level?
Andy.
Reese?
Andy.
Andy,
Knowles?
Andy,
Knowles.
yeah. So the Belgian front piece
Yes.
was a pretty
Yes.
pretty impressive, pretty impressive front piece.
Pretty okay front piece at that moment.
All right, I guess I have to let you go. We could continue this here for an hour, but at least
5
after
minutes for Skywalker Junior, Out of the Blue, and GK4.
Out of the Blue.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to cheer. We have to
Out
cheer.
of the Blue and GK4.
Go and cheer.
Yeah.
Okay,
will.
we heard it. Out of the Blue is the Ibens family.
And 15
Thank you
minutes.
so
Thank
much.
you, Kurt.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
good luck with everything.
Thank you, Kurt.
Thank you.
So much pleasure.
Thank you so
much.
Always.
And thanks for everything you do, again, for the sport.
Really, we appreciate it.